Oh, good day, everyone. It's Rich Mclean. I've got to do this quickly before they lock me up and incarcerate me forever. I'm a Human Rights Awarded academic, artist, and author. You may know me from my public advocacy role or my artist role, or for being an illustrator for both the Herald Sun and the Age, or my Human Rights Award winning book, or my advocacy work, or any of the following things. So I've been interviewed for Medium. I've spoken in Australian Parliament House. I've exhibited at Gasworks. I've worked for the Royal Melbourne Hospital raising funds for the Banksia unit, the Child Adolescent Mental Health Centre. I have a PhD and a Masters of Education from Victoria University, which was quite controversial. I've been across the Triple J network, speaking on behalf of youth advocacy. I've been on SBS Insight, having frank discussions about drugs that was set up, that I'm set up. I've been interviewed for the Good Men Project. I've spoken to 500, 1,000 people at the State Library of Victoria, to young people about recovery and good health. I've been an advocate at Forensicare, the psychiatric prison. We don't call it a prison anymore. I've been on 3RRR, but worked for the Richmond Fellowship. I've had a film made on my life and art for the DAC Centre. I've been in international articles, including Clinical Psychiatry News, and I've been featured in, who is it? Alex Gray, COSM, the American philanthropist and trooper, who, I was very grateful to be in his magazine. I've been a SANE speaker for SANE Australia. I've got SANE's Book of the Year. I've been right across the Australian Human Rights Commission. I have a Human Rights Award from the Human Rights Commission, but now, since I've been framed, they have banned me, as many other people have. I've been across the ABC on many occasions, although they're not helping me at the moment. I've spoken to VCAT and on the opinions and ethical ideas of what it is to talk to young people across what was appropriate when selecting text and media for high school students. I've travelled internationally, exhibiting in Japan and Montreal. I've spoken at the School of Religious and Philosophical Studies at Montreal, McGill University in Montreal. I've both worked for The Age as a news graphics artist and illustrator, and I was also featured in many articles, so I'm in the news and making the news. I've been across Joy FM radio station, gay and lesbian radio station. I've worked with Origin Youth Health. I've been involved with Arts Access Australia. I've been involved in Midsummer, celebrating queer culture. There's so many things. I've exhibited with the City of Kingston, Back to Basics, a huge show in 2010. I was interviewed by 2SM. I've been involved with the Carers, New South Wales. I've been interviewed on 3AW. I've got a Bachelor of Fine Art from the Victorian College of the Arts. I've spoken to the Ball Youth Network. I've been both featured in and written for the Huffington Post. The Royal Melbourne Hospital, I volunteered my time, as I did an exhibition raising funds for that advocacy group of youth and adolescent mental health, the Banksia unit. And there's more. I've been on Reuters TV, Origin News Health. I've worked as an illustrator for the Herald Sun. I've spoken in international bookstores. John Weeks I was interviewed by. I've been on Good Morning Australia with Steve Ledman, Sunshine Coast, 3AW, Channel 31. I've had an abridged version of my book read in the first person for the ABC National, Life Matters with Julian McCosson, I think it was. Been Radio Brisbane, Radio Western Plains, ABC. That's just a quick selection of things, including speaking many times at the Mental Health Research Institute to year 11 and 12 people on my art as a way of talking about mental illness, which is always a good thing to link in with, and your mental health. So I have had profound and easy conversations. Now, I'm a good bloke, but I have been killed. And I know that sounds ridiculous to say because I'm here, but a conspiracy that was local, federal and state from the government has oppressed me and is, after my death, oppressing me again. I have apparently mental illnesses, depending on who you believe. And at the moment, I'm persecuted that much that I'm at risk of I've been rendered homeless and I'm a multi-millionaire on paper. Now, I'm a good person. I've always acted with altruism and tried to help other people. The trouble is, when I needed help, it wasn't there. And further to that, I was framed, and now, unbelievably so, I'm banned from going to police. I'm banned from reporting crime. I'm banned from a whole lot of systemic agencies, insurance agencies, the NDIS. I've written to the Attorney General. I have got millions of dollars owed to me. I've been rejected work cover. I've been rejected my insurance. My former partner owes me $500,000 at least from a legitimate relationship, but he's threatened to hitman on me. And other crimes, including crimes I know about people being killed, about me being killed. And let me tell you, it was a good effort because I was found with unresponsive, accidentally, with zero pulse and no blood. You don't get much closer to death than that. The conspiracy that I thought that was happening on the way there, which I died valiant for and with great virtue, I believe, and in addition forgave everyone for the persecution and went to leave the planet, was continued post-death. When I was released from the hospital, I was homeless. I had no job. I had no money. I had no food. I had no medical care. And it is now January the 23rd, 2022. This happened in March 2021. You would think that a suicide survivor would have a psychiatrist. Apparently, I have been known to take their medication. But I didn't get that appointment until 2 days ago. I've barely got a GP. I've been banned as a whistleblower from the from IBAC, the International Broad-Based Anti-Corruption Commission, despite having much evidence of trying to report crime to police. And every time I do report crime to the police, they try and turn it around on me, call me conspiratorial, and then lock me in a psychiatric unit, which my parents condone and my sister, the bitch, condones. Look, I'm a good person whose currencies aren't money, although I'm a multi-millionaire, and I'm going to present this to the Office of Prime Minister and Cabinet and the Finance Minister for the injustices of all the departments, the government departments that have failed me in order to render me homeless and will render me moneyless. How do you destroy someone? You get them right in the hip pocket first. You victimize them, you vilify them, you slander them, and you scapegoat them, and then a conspiracy exists or evolves to pervert the course of justice. Now, I've just called the police to report a murder, and I've been given the fob off. And this is how cooked it is. So you can see that video below. It's Rich Mclean. I'm a good bloke. I need support from the community who have witnessed this great sense of social justice and ethics that I've done and researched through my whole life, and who I've given back to for a long time, 20 years in fact, advocating for those who are less marginalised than myself. I got COVID, sorry, I called it a hospital. I have got a bit of a cancer happening. Things are bad for me. I need to do this quickly or else they're going to lock me up. I've had evidence that I'm framed. I've had evidence that if I put my nose out, I'm going to be chopped off. I believe there's a movement to kill me via proxy, and that is a crime that I can't pin on. But if I do launch this website, which will, beyond any doubt, render this conspiracy to pervert the course of justice as an undeniable fact, it will be responsible on the government to give me compensation. Now, this is a thing that any person can appeal to get, and regardless of whether I do get that compensation or not, and I've already heard from the Attorney General that she condones me being slaughtered at the AAT, from Comcare, from WorkSafe, from Workers' Compensation, blah, blah, blah. It's a long story. I'm a good bloke. I've still got my sense of humour, and I wish to appeal to the public, and this is a quick introductory thing. It is abhorrent that a person who has lived for so long against enormous odds, and achieved so much and given so much in creativity, in advocacy, and given their free time to embolden and empower the lives of others, get treated with a conscious, malicious, elongated over years conspiracy to pervert the course of justice, and it has one thing, one goal, that is to delay, defer any money that comes to me, deny my rights, deny my voice, and that is for the goal of aiding and abetting my death by my own suicide, and that is a fact. And I'll prove that here today. But I'm not suicidal. I actually just want to have a simple life with my beautiful dog. There she is, just in there. Oh, there. And yeah, so it's Rich Mclean, signing off. I'm a good bloke. If and when justice happens, I don't need much to survive. I'm appealing to the public to help me with this, and I just want to give back to the community and live a happy life as I always have done. And I have a right to be free from persecution, and I have a right as a whistleblower, in which I've been denied from IBAC, AFCA, AFSA, and the Commonwealth Ombudsman. So, in actual fact, entirely and utterly, I'm cooked. There is not a minister I can contact who is not under the auspice of the powers that be that want to see me killed. I know that sounds dramatic. I'm going to prove it with evidence, and I'm going to take this video evidence to the Office of Prime Minister and Cabinet and finance.vic.gov.au, and I'm going to insist that a truce be met. Either way, I'm going to tell this story, because you've already killed me, and it's been a whole year and you're still trying to kill me. I've got nothing. I've got no food. I can barely feed my dog. I have no healthcare. I can't afford to get medication, and I have been catastrophically rejected, ostracised, neglected, and oppressed from almost every government agency. My business destroyed, my reputation ruined, and I have been framed, and I will prove all of that with undeniable evidence on this webpage. And I hope that lovely people who believe in advocacy and human rights and sticking up for the underdog can get this to a stage where I can just be free from oppression, free from a conspired effort to want to kill me, and they already have. But then they try to do again, and they're trying. And I need to do this quick, because I just called the police and they've called me, and with the last time I did that, they called me conspiratorial and locked me in a psychiatric unit where I was threatened to be an award of the state. I am not mad, I'm absolutely sane. The first time I was locked up where the suicide occurred, and then I was saved, I was told I had delusions of persecution, and when I left, the hospital psychiatrist had to admit I was neither delusional nor psychotic, and what I was saying was absolutely real. So thank you for listening. It's Rich. Please have a look at this website. It's an extraordinary story. I'm good, I'm happy, I'm just hungry, a little bit thirsty, and I'd love a cider, but we'll see how we go. Anyway, love to you, love to everyone. I forgive everyone, and what has happened, but I won't stay silent in the context of wanting to be killed or maimed or destroyed. That is not within the legitimacies of the litigations of this society. It is a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. That is a crime. It is a vindictive, conscious and malicious victimization, which is systemic through all agencies, and that is abhorrent for someone who has given so much and is a marginalized person with his power, his voice, his rights, and his agency to act taken from him. Now I have nothing. I need to it's been years this is going on, but I'm going to try and survive. If I die, this story will be out there. The blood will be on your hands. I'm not a human with a spirit. I'm a spirit having a human experience. If it's my role, going back miles and miles, paradigms away, to die a martyr, then that's the way it is. But I'm not going to try and die. I'm going to try and live and have a simple life with my dog, and regain the trust and the support of my family and friends who have been turned against me via the already implicit prejudices that exist in society, which the movement has amplified it on in order to turn everyone away. So it's Rich Mclean signing off. Thank you for your help, and thank you for listening to this. And you can see more on the website killim.info, which gives all the evidence you'll ever need to see, and hopefully we can reach a truce with the government. If not, I will need to form my own government and my own little country and be supported by the people who I've supported across many years. So thanks for listening. Have a great day. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Be like Dr. Phil. Anyway, take it easy. Thanks for listening. Bye.